The 9 spoken keys of wealth. Key 5, generosity. Title: The Overflowing Hands. From The Lamp Master of Open Flow to Every Mamdanium who has been blessed by the Lord. Theme: The supernatural law of giving, the river of blessing, and the divine exchange that transforms both the giver and the receiver. Call to action like follow and subscribe to stay anchored in your inheritance. When the heart opens, the heavens pour. Lessons the Mamdanium will learn with the key of generosity. 1. The law of return. The Mamdanium will discover that every act of generosity, whether great or small, sets a spiritual law into motion. Like the sowing of seeds in rich soil, what is given returns multiplied, though not always in the same form. 2. Breaking the spirit of lack. Through giving, the Mamdanium will confront and shatter the ancient mindset of scarcity. By releasing their resources, they will learn that true wealth is measured by the flow, not the hoard. 3. Expanding influence. Generosity will teach them that giving builds bridges of trust and honor. A gift opens doors, not only in earthly realms, but in heavenly assignments, increasing their reach and authority. 4. Alignment with the divine nature. As they practice generosity, the Mamdanium will be conformed more into the likeness of the eternal King, who gives without limit. Their robed skeletal frames will glow brighter as their inner light matches the light of their Creator. 5. The joy of release. The Mamdanium will experience the supernatural joy that follows a selfless gift. This joy becomes a weapon against despair and heaviness, strengthening them for future missions. 6. Generosity as spiritual warfare. They will learn that generosity disrupts the enemy's plans. Every act of giving pushes back darkness, loosens the grip of greed, and declares the rule of the kingdom in the territory it touches. 7. Multi-dimensional giving. They will see that generosity isn't limited to treasures of gold or silver. It is words of life, acts of service, time spent, forgiveness extended, and wisdom shared. 8. The current of blessing. By using this key, the Mamdanium will step into a constant cycle of receiving and releasing, becoming rivers instead of stagnant pools, living conduits of divine blessing. 9. Eternal rewards. The Mamdanium will realize that their giving echoes into eternity. What is sown in the present will be remembered in the heavenly record books and rewarded beyond measure. 10. Kingdom provision. They will learn that the one who calls them to give is the same one who provides seed to the sower and bread for the eater, ensuring they are never left empty-handed. Generosity is both a lantern and a key because it functions in 2 intertwined ways. As a lantern, generosity illuminates the path for both the giver and the receiver. Like a glowing beacon, it reveals hidden opportunities, breaks through darkness, and draws others toward warmth and safety. It inspires hope and guides the Mamdanium to walk in alignment with higher principles, lighting the way toward abundance. As a key, generosity unlocks doors that would otherwise remain closed. It opens access to relationships, trust, divine favor, and spiritual wealth. In the Mamdanium's journey, this key turns the locks on scarcity, fear, and selfishness, granting entry into the deeper chambers of eternal prosperity. Together, generosity as a lantern shows the way and as a key grants entry, making it both a guide and an enabler of the life the Mamdanium are being called to build. The lamp master stood before the gathered Mamdanium, his robed skeletal form illuminated by the gentle glow of 100 shimmering lanterns. The light danced on the ancient stone floor, casting patterns like waves of gold across the hall. Mamdanium, he began, voice deep as the rumble of a distant storm. You have learned identity, diligence, wisdom, and timing. Now we come to the river that never runs dry, generosity. He lifted a clay vessel high into the air, tilting it slightly. From its mouth poured endless water, yet the vessel never emptied. Many believe giving lessens them, but the truth is this: when your hands are open, they become the channels of heaven's abundance. Closed hands protect, but they cannot receive. Open hands release, and heaven fills them again. Generosity in the kingdom is not limited to coins and treasures, is time, service, encouragement, and forgiveness. The Mamdanium were reminded that their robed skeletal frames, though ancient and timeless, carried eternal assignments. Giving wasn't a loss, it was the breath of their mission. The lampmaster paced slowly, the echoes of his steps falling into rhythm with his words. The river of generosity flows in two directions, outward to others, and inward from the throne. It is not a stagnant pool, but a current. You are not the source, are the vessel. Scriptures for generosity activation, Proverbs 11:25. A generous person will prosper. Whoever refreshes others will be refreshed, Luke 6:38. Give, and it will be given to you. A good measure, pressed down, shaken together, and running over. 2 Coríntios 9. Set God loves a cheerful giver. Acts 20:35. It is more blessed to give than to receive. Proverbs 19:17. Whoever is generous to the poor lends to the Lord, and he will repay him for his deed. Daily declarations for generosity. Speak these aloud every day until your soul believes it. I am a vessel of heaven's abundance, pouring freely into the lives of others. My open hands are never empty, they are continually replenished. I give cheerfully, knowing God multiplies every seed I sow. I release my resources with joy, trusting in divine provision. I refresh others, and in doing so, I am refreshed. Generosity is my nature because my Father is generous. I am a river, not a reservoir. What flows out returns in greater measure. Mamdanium, as you journey through the realms, look for opportunities to sow, not just in gold, but in kindness, wisdom, and acts of service. Every time you give without fear, you break the chain of lack in your own life. Take this key and put it into practice today. Even a single drop can begin the currents. Until the next key, Mamdanium, keep your hands open and your light burning.